Nobody on the road, nobody on the beach. You feel it in the air. The summer is out of reach. With those words, invoking nostalgia and familiarity of a summer that slipped away, that song lurches us into some form of yesterday. There are two songs that have been itching my brain. Two songs that the angels have wanted me to transmute. Two songs they've wanted me to read for you. Protection is what they want you to know first that you have surrounding you. Incoming messages may be something that are happening too. There is definitely someone thinking about you. I have twin flame energy here, commitment, things from yesteryear. Someone's been praying about you, for you. Someone's been thinking of you. This could just be some Mercury retrograde stuff that I'm picking up. It's been a while since I've done a reading, so it's been a mandate from the angels that I stay in touch with you guys regarding this. Scorpionic energy is what leads this. Brave and passionate and loyal Scorpios are one of the most determined signs of the zodiac. They love to get to know you deeply. And they have the most amazing memory of all the signs. And that can be used against you in the chess game that the Scorpio might want to play, depending on how the love may go from day to day. They're often met with difficult life experiences that force them to grow beyond their years and also allow them to engage the very essence of Scorpionic energy, which is life, death, rebirth, and transformation. Scorpio ruling death and transition. And so this, I know, this song is about something or someone that's having a hard time letting go. It could be you. And so I'm gonna let the message come through. When you're dealing with Scorpios, you're connecting deeply with the phases of life. Like I said, that rebirth, that death, that transformation. And they can be ferocious if you cross them. Prepare to be stung. First few cards that came out: Karmic Masculine, Flying Monkey, Courthouse, Please Help, Poverty, False Document, and Endings. Very Scorpionic energy. So this is specific for someone dealing with a masculine energy that has been out of your life. Someone is thinking about you. And it could even be that, okay, it could even be that it could even be, hold on one second, guys. It's early morning and I'm baking. Working and baking. So let's see what my creation is. Something could be cooking up for you, sis. Let's see. Light a candle, red energy, endings, the world. You've left triumphantly. Let's see. Yep. Just leave them. Turn it off. Open the oven doors and just leave them in there. All right, guys. Let's see. The Magician. This is the Crooked Magician. And blocking. Normally I would just start this over, especially because I got interrupted by the baking, but that may be part of the conversation. Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Alright. So we're dealing with someone who is super toxic. Someone who really... This looks like something that you left that you had to leave. It may not have been something you even wanted to leave. You have found success in your life, or you have found the way to get your ships right after it. And I'm going to keep this pretty simple and small because I feel like this is a reading that comes through quite often. And sometimes readers get the question, like, why are you reading the same thing over and over? Well, it's the energy that is definitely coming through. And it's not just that someone's miserable without you, but someone's now like in the weeping nostalgic phase of wanting to reconnect with you, but it's manipulative. Even the Scorpionic energy that leads the reading is about manipulation. It doesn't mean all Scorpios are that just as a full stop. It means that they are given to that as part of their sign. We all have this duality in shadow and light, and when they are in their shadow, then manipulation's the thing they do right. They are the masters of manipulation. Right now in the news, Diddy, okay? Someone who operates in that lower vibration underbelly, that taboo, the duplicity of what humans and the depravity that we can lean into. That's what's happening here. And I actually feel like that's what caused whatever this relationship dynamic was to be in disrepair, is that you were in a situation with someone who was given to their lower vibrational selves, but now they want to pull you back in there because it's over for real. So this is the good news for you listening here in the collective today, or whoever this video finds today. You are done. You have nothing else to say. There is no going back. So you don't have to worry, even if there are messages that are coming through. It could be this message that's coming through for you. They may not actually reach out. They may not actually text you. You may be blocked, but it means that people are thinking of you. I've had a lot of paranormal stuff going on over the last few days. It's been pretty intense. Really strong flickering lights that my husband got to witness. Mirrors that broke into the Three of Swords. I took a picture. It's been very deliberate. Evil eyes moving on their own, things flying off walls, spiders, all of the things. So I know, because I just had a birthday that I celebrated a couple days ago, that there is probably a lot of energy beyond the beautiful messages from my loved ones and my A1 day ones and my homies and friends that I got, that I wanted to receive. There were other messages that were coming through for me specifically. So I was dealing with a higher level of paranormal activity, and that was my angel's way of saying, protect your energy. Please know that there are a lot of people thinking about you, including the ones that you don't want to. Okay? So I feel very fortunate and very blessed, and I felt very loved. Thank you to any of you guys that reached out and said what's up. I super appreciated it. And to special friends and loved ones that I love too. Thank you. But for you guys, whether it's your birthday or not, though, toxic people will definitely love to spin on a birthday or a holiday of any kind. Heads up, 7 up for that. Please know that you are protected by the divine. And it just means that, someone from your past could be on some level of demon time, but it's because they understand that you've officially made up your mind. The thing about Scorpionic energy coming through is that this is a proper ending. It's a death. It's over. There's nothing else to explore. You have healed too. If I'm coming to you today, you have been in the process of healing and you don't have much more to go, or you are fully through going through the healing pathway, because I have endings here. So I'm going to clarify endings and see what that means. So show me endings for the collective. What does that mean? For my evolvers that are evolving, the card that flips out, literally, I can't make it up. It is a 4 of Wands, which would be about a relationship that you once used to love, and then the Moon. A shady-ass relationship, a relationship that brought out the worst in you. Clarify that, Moon. 2 cards that flipped out together. Next flipper, Ace of Swords and the Death card. Man, wow. This is an ending of all endings. It's over. Okay, that's like, it's overkill with the Scorpion. I have the Oracle card that says endings. I have an astrology card that says Scorpionic energy, which harbingers endings, and I have the Grim Reaper with the sickle, which is another Scorpionic card. And this is the Spellcaster's Tarot. If any of you guys have it, Death. Number 13 with the Ace of Swords as the clarifier, which means it's the absolute truth. Something is completely over for you. You have ended a season of maybe suffering, a season of pain, a season of feeling like you were being driven insane, specifically with the Moon there. The Moon dealing with Luna C specifically. Something that caused you to have to nurture yourself spiritually, emotionally, and physically. That's how bad something broke you. And I know for me what it was specifically in my life many, many years ago. But for some of you guys, it may be different. For me, it was my toxic twin. I don't know what it was for you. The clarifier underneath it, 7 of Swords to the 3 of Swords. Again, we're doing more math here, guys. And then the days of summer, because I have the Strength card, which is Leo energy. Also, it's the Sun, specifically in this card. What I want you to understand here with the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords that you can't see, but I'm holding them in my hot little hands here, that came up naturally, clarified underneath it by the Wheel of Fortune, a new karmic cycle is beginning for you. That adds up to 10. That's another ending. The way that the angels are like ending, Scorpionic energy, the death card with the sickle, the oracle card that says endings. And then we're doing numerology here with this as well. Anytime you get 10 when you're reading in tarot, it's the beginning of an end or it's a complete end. With the Three of Swords, that's the worst heartbreak that you could go through. This is the worst tower moment that could happen to you. The Seven of Swords, it's the most lying, duplicitous, nasty energy that has befallen you. For some of you guys, it may not just be about a particular partner. It could be a cycle or a season that you had of people that were tricksters with you, because that is the Seven of Swords. People that came in to emotionally manipulate you, people that took pride in it, people that wanted to gain access to you, people that had complexes, people that were mentally ill. The Seven of Swords is definitely someone or someones that are mentally ill and that are not self-regulated well. And so what that means is that they will bring in chaos and absolute hell into your life, guys. I'm taking a second here to do some eyedroppers. So open your eyes is what I'm hearing. Or you need to have believed your eyes. Or in order to escape the situation, you needed to believe your eyes, okay? So you did believe your eyes, and now you can see clearly. I'm hearing the rain is gone. But the days of summer are gone too. The days of maybe this innocence. The days of, I heard a lovely turn of phrase, in my salad days, which is a euphemism for being youthful and hopeful and maybe inexperienced, a younger, fresher time in your life. Those moments are gone because someone didn't play nice. That doesn't mean you will not have more connection or new community or new soulmates that come in. But what it means is that you will never see the likes of, and I'm hearing them again, whomever the them is. You have learned something so powerful in the cycle, sis, where you have really left behind the energy of people that didn't want to see you exist or wanted to see you cease to exist to some degree. The clarifier is last quarter, another end. You can't make this up. I wish you guys could have seen the way that this flew out in my astrology deck. The last quarter, let's talk about it. In the last quarter phase of the moon, specifically the other card that came out here, it's 50% lit with the sun. Come on, man. Are the angels writing this? You can't make this up. With the sun illuminating its left side. The name last quarter comes from the fact that the moon has entered the final countdown. The days of summer are gone. The final quarter of its orbit before coming a new moon. You are entering into the precipice of a new cycle. Sometimes it's called the third quarter. This cycle can be quite empowering as dreams that were planted at the beginning of the cycle have taken root. This is a time to appreciate your growth and accomplishments. Come on, guys. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some kudos. I'm going to give you praise because you deserve these accolades. People born in this phase are typically loyal and intuitive. Your intuition served you well as you climbed out of fresh hells, is what I heard. I'm going to pull some other oracle here for you as well. Your intuition served you well as you climbed out of their fresh hells. This was such an important building. Great fortune is here and big luck. That's the reward that you got because someone chose to fuck up. This was not an accident. I want you to understand, whenever you have the Seven of Swords, you have very intentional people that were coming in to be destructive to you. And what's coming to mind is beware the unfortunate and the unlucky in the 48 laws of power, because they will try to unend you. Chaotic, unregulated people will try to bring whatever their energy is to you. If you cut an orange, you're going to get orange juice. Clarify the last quarter for those here who are listening, who need a word about what this is. The card that flew out, journey, distance, and travel. That may be slated for some of you. But I am reading it this way. You left because you had to. You had to move away. You had to put something to sleep. And you had to just trust your intuition because you could no longer keep up the facade. You started to take your power back. You stopped leaning into the niceties of femininity. And you decided you were going to tell the truth and cut or set yourself free. I'm also hearing this outside of just direct relationship dynamics, like interpersonal, one-on-one, past lovers, and previous people not having fun coming in hot. We'll see what's coming in hot that popped out. And then I have take a step back, withdraw, evacuate, reflect to gain a new perspective. Specifically what we do in the last quarter. There may be just a few more things to journal about, a few more things to pour over and look through, because there's so much that you learn in this cycle new about you, about what you will and won't tolerate, about where your boundaries lie, and about whether or not you are the one that gets to decide. See, people will tell you who they are, and they'll tell you what they do, and they'll tell you how powerful they are, and they'll tell you how much they want to be of service to you. They'll tell you how much they love you and how much they deserve you. But then they will want to come in with an agenda to breadcrumb you, and you've learned so much about your worth, and it is never going to be a position you find yourself in again. Even if you see it happening, you will escape it easily, my friends. That's what you need to know. Next card that flips out here, rage and confusion, because you let go. That's what I'm hearing. I can see you, your brown skin shining in the sun. And he says, don't look back. You can never go back. People want back into your energy, but it's been shut down. Card blank. You reap what you sow is the next card out. It's the grapes of wrath is what I hear. There are grapes on the card, but I'm channeling the grapes of wrath. This is something that they cannot, an ocean of suffering. Oh my goodness. The people have left the beach. What did I say at the beginning? The stanza. Go listen to the song. If you're not familiar with the song, it was nominated for a Grammy in 1986 up against Michael Jackson's We Are the World, and you know who won. It was the King of Pop and Lionel Richie. But this song was iconic even then, and it was nominated for Song of the Year. An ocean of suffering, emotions, overwhelmed, hopelessness, negativity, ignorance, powerlessness, mental illness. Remember what I said about mental illness? That's something that my angels have really downloaded with me and through me over the last few years, that I was dealing with a lot of people that were actually mentally ill. Now listen, here, collective, we all have a touch of the God knows what, fill in the blank, right? To a certain degree. For me, I deal with depression sometimes and anxiety and all that. Everybody can name what their thing is, and we all now self-diagnose thanks to all the social media, right? We are sitting in our proverbial armchairs and figuring out what we are, what we aren't, what our parents would never have paid for. But lest you give yourself everything and WebMD too much, you had people that were really, truly touched. And that means that they truly were off balance in ways. So even though you may have felt like you were under spiritual attack, some of these people were actually crazed. And that's why they, even though the song says to them, because even whatever demons they're working with are like, don't look back, you can never go back. They still want to look back, but they also want to attack, and here's why. The next words say mental illness, narcissist, grief, anger, weakness, struggles, anxiety, and spiritual death. Another death here. I don't know if I should just call this reading. I don't know. That will get flagged on YouTube. I'm not even going to say it. But that is what happened here in this situation, is that you triggered someone's abandonment wounds because you decided to preserve you. You decided not to play nice. You decided not to just let someone assault you, harangue you, emotionally manipulate you, and browbeat you to whatever degree. And you decided to preserve your sanity. Sad news, message of concern. Someone may still try to manipulate you, and that's what I mean by that. I saw a funny thing today, and it was a guy talking to zodiac signs, like on the street, and he spoke to a Libra, and the Libra was airing her grievances, and so he was speaking to various different signs. Well, by the time the video was wrapping, the Libra had come back, and it was hilarious because in the comments, someone said, Libra, I can't believe the Libra spun the block. And then I commented like, they always spin. And then everyone started commenting, like the comments have been kind of blowing up. And so it was really funny because everybody's been talking about that experience, whether it's Libra for you or, I don't know, Virgo or whatever. Who knows what your person is that you know will spin. I'm telling you, someone wants to spin because affliction, delusion, and suffering. That's the second card I'm getting of suffering. This card looks like a Rorschach test, like someone is breaking apart and in mental distress. And I greatly underestimated the sanity of some of the people that I so happily, as my mother would say, foxed my tail over to, because I thought that they were normal, like me and you. And what I mean by normal, that's relative, right? I would say us earth angels are not necessarily quote unquote normal. I think we are exceptional to a certain degree, but I also think that we think outside of the box, and we are imbued with so much empathy that we give a lot of grace to people that could be actually really crazy, and we don't protect ourselves. And that's a lesson that I've learned all too well in the last several years, is that sometimes you're not just dealing with someone that just is crazed and hates you. You're dealing with someone that's never regulated their meds, and they're in denial about really their level of insanity, even though everyone else around them can see that they have gone and they've never actually been right, and they've always brought this level of chaos to everyone in their life. Unfortunately, if you don't protect yourself as an empath, you will get that lesson repeatedly, and I certainly did. Anyway, feel like we have cauterized the area where those little demons were getting in. Can't make it up. Next card here, no honor among thieves. I got the Seven of Swords again, but in the Oracle. Your angels are really wanting you to understand how sociopathic, to a certain degree, you were dealing with people that truly had no scruples. You know, one of the things we do is we project our spirituality onto people, and we look to see the best in them. And you, first of all, once someone treats you a certain way, they no longer get to own the rights to your story. And they better hope that you're not good at telling the story, because we don't embellish and we don't lie. If it happened, it happened, and we'll say exactly how and why, and we'll also talk about our wrongdoing. That's what I respect about you guys, is that you'll own whatever your F-ish was, or your dark side, or your intrusive thoughts. I'm always so honored to get to read with you, and when you guys bring things to me so that I can intercept, if I'm allowed to, from an angelic perspective, and say, let's try this a different way. So I love you guys for trusting me with some of your personal thoughts and some of that chaotic energy, but we all have it. The difference between us and them, they're not like us, is that they have no God in which they trust. They have no higher power. They do not believe in the source. They are not talking about Allah or anything else that is north. For them, they're with Beelzebub, Diablo, Damien, Lucifer. They are truly agents of chaos and demonic workers of iniquity and of the night, never of the light. No honor among thieves, fraud, scandal, cannot be trusted, corruption, criminals, robbery, extortion, foolish plans. A fool and their money are soon departed, is what I just heard. People are losing money, and that's also why they want back in your energy. They're losing their sanity. They're losing their abundance. It's not just fiscal. It's also what makes them stable. The Ace of Pentacles, when you're seeing that come out, can be a lot of things, but really what it's about is stability. Yes, currency can equal stability, but you were someone of whom they could siphon energy. Also, the no honor among thieves is very interesting, because people may have betrayed you in their ignorance and their hubris, and they were clinging on to, the next card I pop out is thief. Apparently I'm gonna have to do some readings on camera for you guys, because you need to see this visually. Stealing property, robbing you of your energy, time, and money. And that is the perfect illustration. Thank you, angels, for the alley-oop. They wanted me to better flesh out exactly what that looks like to be stealing from you. It's not just your financial things. It's not just the TV out of your house. It is your energy, receiving a gift. Your, what does Kanye say? My presence is a present, kiss my ass. Essentially, your presence was a present. And with the no honor among thieves, they may have talked ish about you. They may have betrayed you to people that don't really value them to whatever degree. But that's a lesson that they have to learn. I don't care, actually. And I don't think you should care either. But your angels want you to understand that if you had off feelings about them, you were not crazy. You were not reading it wrong. Actually, reflections of the changing tides, secrets of the shadow. Another moon card here. The days of summer are in fact gone. One more taking flight, because so are you. You are out of there because you have escaping from thieves to do, and also new angelic intersections of opportunity and destiny to get to. With 1111, I have 444, 333, and 1212. Time is up for them. Things are changing for you. I have playing games with you, the chess card here. Mind games, lies, attempts to disempower, manipulation, intimidate, knowing how to outwit, influence, control, narcissistic personality, tapped into the infinite flow of the universe as it should be. The angel said to clarify those two with tarot. What I want you to know is that you cannot underestimate the fact that people were very aware of how they were trying to alter your fate, or how they were trying to make you feel like you were about to hallucinate. Clarify playing games and mind games. Mind games specifically, and the thing that I'm actually drawn to is attempts to disempower. So juggling you with the Two of Pentacles may have been one of the things that they did. Could have done it in your face, could have done it purposely, but they wanted you to get off your high horse actually because of their immaturity. Page of Cups here, and then the Knight of Swords. They started fights with you. They triangulated you. Three of Cups. They had lovers in secret, or they had secret plans to fuck shit up. They kept you waiting. Future faking anybody? Future faking anybody? They kept you waiting for something that they were never really going to do, all because they wanted to maintain access to you. The song that I'm channeling is of a content creator named Elise, and she sings a song that she wrote. You lied about me to all your friends. You said that I was obsessed when you would text me essentially in the middle of the night, but it wasn't that you really, you kept me close with a maybe when you really meant no, because you wanted me close. Unhinged. Your love isn't like anything that I think it is. It's a game and something, and I'm sick of it. It's a fantastic song. Someone was not putting in the work, Eight of Pentacles with you. But because of that, the clarification is that you have now new work and assignments to do. There are new soulmate connections, new tribes members, new lovers, if that's what you're seeking, that you're going to be dispatched into. People that are of your same ranking too. That's an important thing. The whole world is run on class systems, whether you're in the military, or if you're in a different country, or the hierarchy of corporate America if you're American. You understand that there is a way that things get run up the ladder and on the plan. These people couldn't even get on your plan. They couldn't be on your phone plan. They couldn't get on the ladder or the rung with you. It's because you've elevated. It's not just because about being just conventionally better than them. It's because you've put in the work spiritually to elevate beyond what was once a tether and an anchor and a ball and chain for you. Your angel said that there is other spiritual work to do. These people are no longer even on your vibration. That's why I'm getting all these endings last quarter of Scorpionic energy, because they took you through that rigmarole. Third parties having you waiting with bated breath, hoping you can know. And what they want you to know is each one of those tactics that were, whether it was coming through an actual person that was a real diagnosable narcissist, or they were exhibiting narcissistic traits, because that's another thing that I've seen that have changed people's fate, is they're adjacent to someone who is toxic and narcissistic, and then they get what I call narcissistic fleas. That is also a term that is utilized at Dr. Romney, is where I learned that term. If you guys are not familiar, some of you guys may have some things to learn from Dr. Romney, fantastic educator on narcissistic abuse. Dr. Sam Benkin as well, fantastic. Ross Rosenberg, just to name a few. There is a plethora of fantastic information here, all for you if this is something that you're new to regarding understanding exactly the Melu and the stew and the callaloo of crazy that you were in with these people. But what I want you to understand is each one of those things, whether they juggled you, third party you, and triangulated you, gossiped about you, with the lover showing up here, that's also Geminian energy, that's a Mercury, that's the smear campaign, that's talking shit. Also, it could also be having someone else on the side, another Miss or Mr. Also with the Three of Wands, that's keeping you waiting. This is future faking. Each one of these tactics are to go back to the card that has to do with the ocean of suffering, and it was to disempower you. It's the chess game. Disempowerment was the name of the game. They wanted you to be unmoored to your sanity. They wanted you to feel insane. So they would create chaotic situations so that you could be transmuting their pain. The reason they wanted you to feel that is because, just so that you understand this, you're never going to understand fully the mind of a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath or a crazy person or just a regular run-of-the-mill toxic person that's trying to get next to you. But let me tell you in the most basic way. Child shows up here, Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. Cups, they're immature, and so they're a child. And so what they want to do is pass off their unregulated feelings, dysregulated emotions to you. And so if they don't like themselves, if they don't feel like they're worthy of holding attention one-on-one, if they know that they're vapid and empty, not really fun, not really interesting, not really striving for anything, not really ambitious, whatever it is that was their situation and their sitch, they will try to pass that to you. So it's tactics that they use that a lot of people that are toxic will do. If you ever seen all those broski channels that are like, you should nag the person you're dating, where you start giving backhanded compliments and actually tearing them down, because people usually will become competitive and be like, let me prove to you why I'm so wonderful. And if you have any wounds, the universe will allow that sometimes so that it brings it out of you so that you can look at it in all of its ugliness. That's also Scorpionic energy, the dark underbelly, the taboo thing, the thing that's unspoken, the thing you wish that was hidden, the thing that might have been your obsession, the thing that could have been your kryptonite. What happens when you go through a full proper cycle of Scorpionic energy is they bring it to the light so that you can see it. They expose what's hidden in the dark. There is always going to be an expose if you're in Scorpionic energy of which you might play. You will always have what happened to Diddy, not Diddy specifically, but what it means is what you think you get away with for a long time will not happen in perpetuity. Eventually, the chickens come home to roost, and Scorpionic energy demands of you that you have to take a look at what caused you to do the things you did, or choose the person you chose, or look the other way, because you understood with your fantastic intuition, especially with the last quarter coming up here, that it was games that they did play. With the moon here, your intuition is razor sharp and clear, but you allowed, and that doesn't mean that you wanted it or invited it, but each one of you can remember the first couple times that someone toxic or narcissistic overstepped a boundary, and then you didn't necessarily fully eject. Well, the good news is it's not just an allow because you wanted the disrespect. It was a lesson to up-level you, which had to happen, and the only way that the universe allows that to happen, that God sees fit for that to happen, is causing an ego death. If you're dealing with Scorpionic energy, and God forbid it was actually a Scorpio, for some of you guys it was, for me it was too. There was Scorpionic energy directly involved in the third-party situation for me. It will, I'm hearing death becomes you. You will have to embody that egoic death. You will have to die to yourself so that you will understand truly what could be your potential vices, what could be the things you overlooked, what could be the childhood wounds. I'm hearing this used to be my playground, this used to be my childhood dream. There are things that will get dredged up, as ugly as it may seem, because your angels and your ancestors say we want you to actually be free. So we had to take you to the depths of Scorpionic energy so that you could finally see, so that you could end cyclical patterns of behavior, so that you could see when someone has a demon or an entity attachment that's jumping bodies. Have you guys ever dated or befriended the same person repeatedly and you're like, what the actual? This is insane. Those people are going to think I'm crazy. No, you're not crazy. That is real spiritual warfare that's happening. We have a precedent set for us in the Bible where the demons are cast out and they cast them into pigs. Those same demons went into a set of different mammals. They went into pigs. They were once in a person, they were cast out, and then they were run off the hill to go to their demise. The point is, guys, that's the precedent that's set for entity attachments jumping into different bodies. We see it in movies, and it all comes from something, because spiritual warfare is real. So if you're like, I just dated this person, or I just was friends with this person, or that was just my previous boss, and now it seems like it's happening again and again, your angels allow that to happen so that you can finally allow it to end. You bring it to the end. You now say, I recognize you. It doesn't mean people will not still approach you as an earth angel. You are emanating light. And if Scorpionic energy is attracted to you, it's because there is a polarity that exists. So people that are not healthy, that are mentally ill, that are narcissists, that are the Seven of Swords, walking nightmares and chaos towers, will be attracted to you. The difference is, and the good news is, I wish there was a bell to ring. I'm hearing for whom the bell tolls tolls for you, because you will no longer be bamboozled, tricked, or pulled into long cycles of understanding that someone does not mean well for you. That's the beauty of the days of summer no longer affecting you. They can see you. You're brown, tan, golden, delicious, melanated skin shining in the sun. Whichever category you fall under, hon, they can see you. Your skin shining in the sun. And they can only be melancholic and miss you because they can no longer draw that beautiful, delicious energy from you, that earth angel energy that is the spiritual dialysis machine. They are no longer privy to the earth angel stimulus package that turns everything in their life green, which means it's flourishing and growing. Also green associated with the heart chakra and Archangel Raphael and healing. You had been interrupting people's karmic cycles. And so the best thing that you could do was end. Scorpionic energy, 10 is bring it to an end. Now, the weight is back on them. And that's why life feels lighter and brighter. And even in the midst of challenges that are organically happening for you, you still feel optimistic because there's God's work to do. You still feel like you can walk, you can go, you can live, you can grow, you can know new things because the mantle of their karma is off of you. The the yoke of their iniquity is off of you, off from around your neck. You are no longer tolerating disrespect. You are no longer left in a lurch. You are no longer, I'm hearing no church in the wild. You are no longer having to bow at the altar of their falsehood, their falsity, their demonic depravity, their actual insanity, their unregulated mental illness, and their actual hate and spite. You have walked into a brighter light. The days of summer just begun for you. Literally, we are in August. We are still in summer. Even, I don't care if you hear this sometime later in the year, in 10 years from now, it's proverbially a summer for you. Things are heating up for you. They are sizzling. I'm hearing hot and sizzling. Hot and sizzling in so many ways. And you have so many days yet that you can still play. And that's what happens when you go through the cycle in the healthy, right way. A lot of people that are codependent, toxic, or narcissistic will immediately jump and monkey branch right into the next relationship because being alone makes them itch. It's uncomfortable for them. They are not wanting to face the depths of their scorpionic energy the way you did. But a lot of you guys took time before you got into the next thing. And if you got into the next thing, it was actually the right thing for you. Or you waited to see what friends really felt right for you or what job really felt right for you. Whatever cycle you've been through, it was a repeated onslaught. So you had back to back of things in the last several years, okay? And they're saying no longer will those demons ever get to play. You've leveled up. I'm hearing level up. They're showing me Super Mario Brothers. You have handled this with white glove service. You are Luigi with the brick. And what that means is people that came in to try to end you ended up getting quote unquote assassinated, proverbially speaking, by your ancestors that are snipers that were out on the outcrops hiding, watching as they did play, as they sent demon after demon after demon your way. And you said, I guess I'll die another day. It wasn't your time to go, but it was your time to grow. You didn't jump into the new thing. You didn't just go to the next job. You didn't just start having the new quote unquote fill in the blank friend, bestie, whatever. You didn't just replace it with another family member. You actually introspected and you healed. You examined the bones and the toxicity. You examined the things that the infection revealed. You examined what their proximity caused you to be. You examined the reactive abuse and set yourself free. You figured out what bended knee was for you and figured out how to pray in the way that you like to. You started your self-care and your regimens. You kept your boundaries up. You said no when you wanted to say no, and you said yes when you wanted to say yes. And that doesn't mean that you ever did forget. In fact, you are better than best because you never did forget. The wicked never get rest. And so now they will turn that over in their energy field like cud, like a cow chews its cud over and over because they get no love. They kicked you when you were down. I'm channeling Eminem. They push you to the ground. You get no love, no love, no love. There's no more love for them. There's no more of your energy, friend. There's no more siphoning from you. There's no more monitoring spirits trying to figure out what you do. You've gotten clever. You've gotten better. You've gotten quicker. You've gotten faster. You are up leveling to a certain degree. And now finally, oh my goodness, to the rightful heirs and demons belong the misery. Oh, I'm so proud of you. The days of summer are gone. It's not something you would ever redo, but there is a bright new world that is opening for you. Clarify. Eight of Pentacles. You have mastered this level. Eight of Pentacles has to do with mastery, work, artistry, whatever it is that you are clever at, whatever it is that you have poured your energy into, whatever it is that is your gifting. Every earth angel here has a gift. And now your gift is one with you. You've put in your 10,000 hours. And maybe for you, the 10,000 hours was just healing from the pain. Maybe for you, it was learning to have stability again. 10 of Pentacles. I'm so happy for you. It was figuring out how to Houdini your way out of a straitjacket with the hangman here. It was understanding that no matter what happened, you were never going to go back there. 5 of Cups. Don't look back. You can never go back. Like Lot's wife, do not turn into a pillar of salt. You have been given a second life. You have pulled your way out of old skins that no longer serve you. 5 of Cups is now their portion, because they will always miss you. But you're off the Fool card to new beginnings, new vistas to see, new entities to dodge, new earth angels of which to share beautiful destinies, new places and assignments to be dispatched to, and maybe for some of you, some peace and quiet, because it's definitely owed to you. Your angels see you. Your beautiful skin shining in the sun. And they said the days of summer have just begun. So good sharing energy with you. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath. And I like this reading today. Your angels definitely had something to say. They're proud of you. Final card here, the star card, Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And what I feel about this is you are a lighthouse. So people will always be attracted to you. They said, never forget this. That means that people will try to find you when they are in their darkness or when they are the darkness. But that doesn't mean that everyone gets to climb up on your shores. That does not mean that your beautiful light is there to save them if they're not willing to put in the work like you had to. Your spirituality was never a game to you. You were not cosplaying. You were not putting on airs. You were not posturing that something was in there that wasn't actually there. That was whoever was in your yesteryear's affliction and issue. You have been honorable, trusted, tried, and true. This light has always emanated from you. And it means that it will attract good things now to you. But when those things that go bump in the night find you, because after all, you are the light, you now know exactly what to do. Scorpionic energy has become you. Endings, transmutation, and evolution. You know how to get it done. Final card, Ace of Cups. The angels say, when you're ready to, it's time to have some fun. For you, summer has just begun. Come back and join me next time, guys. We'll continue to evolve together.